Welcome back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna and I'm back with another video. For today's video is stop wasting God's time. So oftentimes when we pray for things to happen in our life, we fail to realize that these answered prayers come with work. These answered prayers come with being obedient to God. And if you're not ready to move and act on what you pray for and be obedient to God and put in any work, then stop wasting God's time, okay? When he's giving you the answer, he's giving you the plan, he's giving you the instructions on how to get the promise, how to get your answered prayer, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to put any work behind it. Because a lot of things that we ask for, a lot of the times it requires us to serve and put in work on our end. But we think when we pray for stuff, we think things are just going to fall into our lap. Like, we're asking for $1 million. We're asking for nice houses, nice cars. How do you think that you're about to get that? You think that somebody's just going to drop the money in your bank account? No, baby. It's going to take some work on your end. And we a lot of times fail to realize that. Like, we think that it's just going to happen. Something's just going to fall out the clear blue sky. And if you're not ready to serve and work, then why even waste your time? Like, seriously, why even waste your time and God's time? Because you ain't ready. And you can't blame God, because a lot of people like to blame God. Like, oh, I've been asking for this for years and X amount of time. The Lord haven't did nothing. No, you haven't did nothing. What have you done? The Lord has instructed you on what to do, but you haven't moved on it. That's what the real thing is. That's the real problem. It ain't the Lord. The Lord ain't delayed nothing. There's something that you have not done that the Lord has told you to do that's delaying yourself, ultimately. A lot of times we don't want to do the things that the Lord is asking us to do to get to where we're going. So you obviously do not want it that bad, because if you want it that bad, baby, you will be ready to do whatever it is possible to get that promise, to get what you asked God for. And for me, I would be excited. I would be excited if I prayed for something and God like, okay, let's go. If you want this, do this, do that. Baby, I'm jumping up with my bags so quick, and I'm going to do what it is that God called me to do, because that means I'm about to get the promise, baby. God is about to deliver, okay? He's about to answer that prayer, but I need to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So you're stopping the process of the answer prayer. And I get it, because I've done this before too, praying for things that I'm really not ready for, because a lot of times we think we're ready for something, but then when it's time to come put in that work, we're looking a little crazy. So we're not really ready for it. I've been there. I've done that so many times. So now, I pray and ask God to prepare me for what I'm asking for. So that way I'm ready to do whatever it is that is needed to be done, and whatever the Lord is asking of me. You know what I mean? So I don't just pray for something, but I'm going to ask God, like, Lord, prepare me for what I'm praying for. You know what I mean? I want to be ready for what I'm praying for. And I also want to be able to maintain what I'm praying for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray about the whole process now, because I learned that, because we know that God is you got to be detailed in your prayers, baby, because he's going to give you what you ask for. Okay? So he's like, okay, you pray for this. Boom. Here it is. But I need you to do this. Oh, but I didn't pray for God to help me along the way to process it. Even though God, he's going to come through, he's going to help. But you need to throw a lot of things in your prayer for the extra strength. Like, God, give me the strength. Give me the motivation. Give me the, what I mean? Give me what I need in order to do what it is that you're calling me to do. In order for this prayer to be answered, because it comes with stuff. So be ready to work when you're praying for certain things. Be willing to do whatever it is that needs to be done. And if you're not willing to put in any work and you're not willing to be obedient, then stop wasting God's time praying for things that you're not ready for. Like I said, for an example, if you pray that you don't want to work for anybody, okay, you don't want to work for anyone anymore. You want to be your own boss. You want to have your own business. Okay, boom. The Lord starts putting you to work. You got to do this. You got to do that, because you have to build up your business, and you better be ready for that. And y'all know, as we heard, it takes a lot to build up a business. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we pray for things, but we don't think about the process along the way and what comes with it. So I ask the Lord to help you in that process, to be able to endure whatever comes with this, give you the strength, baby. You know, don't be shocked or complaining that you have to put in work. You know, don't be shocked or complain if the promise doesn't come to pass because you haven't put in the work. But I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. Like when I say don't waste God's time, because obviously it's not, you know, it's not literal, because God's time can't be wasted. So I guess I should be saying don't waste your own time. But it's just a figure of speech. But you know what I'm saying? Be ready to put in some work when you pray for certain things, because the Lord will deliver. But a lot of times it's going to take things, it takes for us to do things to get to the next step. We are the humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, God can make things move, but we're not here for no reason. You know, we got to move when God say move. We're the humans. We got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, I just want to use another example. Like, things being built. Like, that's always been amazing to me that humans could build things. Like, we are really smart. Like, we have so much knowledge. But, like, you know what I'm saying? It takes people to do things, to get things done in life, period. So, it takes us to get things done when we pray about things. You know, it's going to take us to put in some work. It's going to take us to get things done. You know what I mean? You want a house, you know, back in the days, they wanted a house, they had to build it. Houses weren't just appearing. You got to build that house, baby. You got to build up whatever it is that God is calling you to do and telling you to do. You have to put in the work, baby. But if this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. Remember, I'm telling y'all this because I love y'all. God bless.